Hey guys, welcome back to Laura the Lawyer's YouTube channel. Right now we're going to be talking about the top 3 things you should probably think about before getting married. First tip, if you're thinking of getting married and you're a business owner, you might want to get a marriage contract, a cohabitation agreement setting out certain conditions revolving your business. By virtue of that agreement, once you do get married, it'll automatically, so long as there are the right clauses in that contract, it'll become a marriage contract after you get married. So you want to protect your business because business assets accumulated throughout the time of marriage are subject to equalization. What's equalization? You got to go check out my previous video to find out a bit more about that. But what you need to know is, if you're a business owner, you plan on getting married, protect your business. The second thing to think about before getting married, if you've inherited money, you might want to make sure not to mingle that sum you may have inherited with your marital assets. Think about inheriting $50,000, being married for 25 years, mixing in some of that money, down payment on this, buying another property. You want to make sure that the money that you've inherited before the marriage and even during the marriage actually is sort of separate. So when you do separate, inheritance is not subject to equalization. What is equalization? Again, you have to check out my previous video, but it's important to note that the onus is on the person that inherited money, that may have invested it in the family assets, to sort of prove that chain or that link of where the money has been. It's easy if you've just taken an amount that you've inherited and plopped it into a down payment, but if you've done a little bit more, a down payment on a home, pardon me, but if you've done a little bit more throughout the years of marriage, and we're talking 30 years down the line, proving the inherited assets that you've invested in the family assets is a little harder. So tip number 2 is, if you've inherited money and you're thinking of getting married, you might want to give some consideration to the inherited sum. Third point. The third point you want to think about is, if you plan on marrying somebody who has children of their own, you might want to get some sort of marriage contract, so a cohabitation agreement that becomes a marriage contract once you get married, essentially to protect you. Because some people have this misconceived notion that the children you're living with and helping to raise are not your responsibility in the event of a divorce, and that's absolutely not the case. So you may actually be responsible for child support payments, although the people and children you are living with are not your biological children. Thanks for watching Laura the Lawyer's YouTube channel. As I always say, this channel is meant to provide you with legal information, not legal advice. And with that, I wish you all the best. Take care.